Why hello everybody, my name is RTS and welcome back to Annihilate The Spance. This next mission was a really tough one to try and get a handle on, but it looks absolutely epic. We actually get to see our very first... Actually, do you know what? I'm not going to spoil it. I'll tell you what, let's go into the briefing and we'll see what the game has to offer here. Alright, good work back there, Junior. We should be back at Vagabond's Rest shortly. Let's hope we don't run into any more trouble with this big target in tow. Sail drive engaged. Sail drive faded, damn it. Interdiction field detected. Yeah, I thought as much. Attention, mercenaries. This is Lieutenant Keres from the Factory Coalition. Now, since you've conveniently gone and done my job for me, I shall ask politely for you to hand over the Tycoon facility and its associated hardware and data. Failure to comply will invoke combat. Keres, you coalition punk, nice to see you breathing fresh air for once. Listen, you turn off that sound editor and I'll let you walk. Otherwise, I'm going to feed you to Junior here. Junior? Oh, by any means make this a fight, Holtz. I'd love to show your latest hiree the staggering degree to which your career offers are about to plunge into the core storm. Don't be such a drama king, Keres. Jobs are jobs. You say this is a Tycoon facility. What is it to the Factory Coalition? I'm not stupid enough to answer your questions, but someone in the guild wants it desperately. Are you certain you won't be reasonable? You're going to sacrifice your reputation with the Coalition for this? Ah, well, if the guild desperately wants it, then you can have it. Over my cold, dusty, sparse-fused body, Keres. Junior, kick your platform into gear. We aren't going to give this guy anything but a black eye. Oh, look at this. We have the dream team right here. Although, how big's this base, though? Oh. I'm feeling a bit less confident all of a sudden. FredX, Keres is ready for us. We're going to get pummeled unless we rush to take down his production centers. I'm giving you the Yard H9 for heavy ship production, yes. Rush Keres' production down, then bring the big guns online and level his base. But, unless you want to die as a fancy speaker, get your yards online. I have already considered the Factory Coalition's lack of sympathy towards moon intelligence. You have my support. Nice. Ah, is this a little three-person book club? Need some help with your homework too, Holtz? The grease ball's in my comms. Let's go, FredX. Seems simple enough to me. Okay, let's get started. Now, in this mission, guys, we actually have like 3 allies. And this sounds great, right? But they're not very helpful. So we're going to try and win this pretty much by ourselves. Now, because we're on trauma mode, the AI has probably like 400 times the amount of stuff they would have on normal mode. So we have to win this quickly or we will definitely lose. So my hope is, let's try and start building some units through. I want to try and knock down these production bases. Now there's quite a few, there's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 production bases currently. They produce a lot of ships. They got some big ass cruisers and stuff, and they're pretty dangerous. Now for some reason on the right hand side the AI is way better defended. They got like SRMs, they got these giant squad cannon, actually I can't even say, these guys, the Gauss turrets, they got stuff defending them for days. Left hand side is not as strong, but the enemy has a lot of spawns, so it's pretty hard to get into there. Now my hope is going to be that we try and like knock these bases out and then hopefully push forward to the middle before we get overwhelmed by the enemy's forces. So let's start trying to get things going. Let's have a look. So I think we're going to open up the game with a few mining bases. There's a lot of asteroids all over this mission. They're not very useful over here because they're in enemy territory, but I can go in the back and kind of absorb all these random scattered asteroids and nick stuff that way. I'm also going to build our brand new pulse howitzer, which is pretty epic. We get one of those guys down. It's not really anti-small, but it's got a giant... Oh, I'll tell you what. I won't tell you what it does. You'll see what happens when it fires. Okay, the enemy's already started to attack me, which is terrifying. Let's get some economy. Wait, that's a different thing. Cohesion. There you go. I need money, game. My economy is pretty bad at the start, so we're going to try and get some income in. Now, luckily, my base actually has some defenses, so it can shoot down these little droney guys, the freshers, which I think are really fun to use. Not fun to fight against. There's a big difference there. It's begun! Yes, everybody, your eyes are not deceive you. We are literally looking at Piccolo in turret form. We have a special beam cannon, and it's really good against enemy ships. Just not so much if they're like this. What, are you going to be okay? Hopefully this little guy doesn't wipe out all of my units. That'd be really sad. Let's hope that doesn't happen. So we want to probably try and get through. Oh, what's this? FredX! I'm going to start routing some of my excess matter and energy to you. Get H9's building the Abru and the Qatar. I'm not going to try and say their names. I can't even understand this word. And flank this coalition punk. Yes, sir! Leveraging Cotilian heavy vessels to their full effect alongside my Tycoon forces could indeed prove an efficient strategy. Con, Valk, and Tycoon take a strong team combo. Indeed it is, my friend. At least I would hope so. Let's see. So we're going to get beam defenses up. This will stop all the enemy's small units when we get a bit closer. And of course, we want to try and get some repair base. After that, this little bastion should be okay for a bit of time. At least until the enemy base starts pumping out Doom internal. Done. Okay, what's next? I say, do we want to get more? We could get more income. Let's max out the income a little bit. We have now got 5.76 from our allies, which is great. It's good news. But I still want to get a little bit more just to really push through my build speed a little bit. Done. Okay, so the rest of it, we're going to have matter silos to increase my storage. And then we're going to put down some energy ones as well. And also some reactors. That'd be handy. Sorted. Okay, yards. Now we're going to build the new K9, which should help us out dramatically. Yeah, it's still over here. Now, we're running out of logistics already, but that happens every time I play this game. So we want to get a few of these yards down and about. We've got a lot of income right now due to the miners, so it's pretty handy, I've got to say so. Yards. Let's get some of those feathers down. I want to try and maximize K9 production. Oh, sorry, H9. Why is it not called K9? Damn it. That would have been awesome. I love these beam weapons. They're pretty epic. Done. So we're going to make these guys exclusively produce the Kata, which is heat artillery. This thing's pretty epic. If you have a look at it quickly, it actually has 2 Decker cannons, which is giant heat weapons. It has some point defense and also spawns little interceptors, which is super handy if you're fighting against an enemy that has hundreds of gunboats, drones, fighters, and missiles. Very, very, very handy. Cool. Also, I'm going to build 2 other ones, and these are going to be producing for me nothing, because I've run out of room. Damn it. Come on, Holtz. I want to get home, not spend an hour and dot reporting how many ways I've thrashed you and your little team. Give up, Merc. You're nothing. I've got a bit of a problem, I think. So you want to try and get the extra big ship up and running as well. Now, these are the armored assault ships. They have a lot of, like, got 8 autocannons, 4 slightly smaller autocannons. They're pretty badass and good at killing generally everything, but not very good against swarms. Or point defense, or carriers. they have some limitations, put it that way. Okay, now speaking of swarms, the enemy is actually kind of pushing us back a little bit with the excessive amounts of little guys. So we actually can produce our brand new Alcador ship, which has some point defense. It's kind of got like 4 point defense guns, so it's very useful at shooting these little guys and missiles around about. Speaking of though, I should probably double up and get a second beam turret just to increase a little bit our protection here, I think. Okay, next up, what are we doing? We need to build ourselves a control module so we can get our second force going. Now, the enemy will flank us. I'm going to be honest here. It's going to happen. So we're aware of it at the start here. I need more energy. We'll have to wait. I kind of messed up the income a little bit, I think. So I should have built more power income, but it's okay. So when we get this guy down, the enemies, this space is going to produce units that will flank down like so, but not just like this. It actually does this. They got some long-range multi-class unit which spawns torpedoes, like railgun. It's got everything. This faction's ships are amazing. All their ships are generalists, so they have different turrets for different situations. I mean, this basic medium unit has how many guns? It's got 3 repeater cannons and it's got an SRM launcher. They're all multi-class, which makes them very, very powerful. You guys getting okay over here? No, you're taking your time. We need to get the defenses up, buddy. Ooh, I'm a bit worried about this. This is looking a bit dodgy. Once these guys start pushing through, we might... There you go. Our first big ship's done. Now, these are artillery, so they're absolutely abysmal against enemy ships unless they don't move. But if they do move, not so good. Fretex! Fretex, my group is on the verge of a breakthrough which could aid humanity greatly. After we dispatch this ambush, if you would help me incapacitate your master Holtz, I could reward you well. Don't forget about the small nuclear plant in your housing, Sphinx old pal. Oh. Fretex, kindly disregard my offer. I decided Sphinx is actually modeled after an English gentleman from the 1800s, by the way, so it's not lore. It's just how I imagine the AI being. Though it is called Sphinx, and its units are Roman. It's a very multicultural AI, let's put it that way. Anyway, let's have a quick gander. We need more logistics game. I built the wrong thing like a complete moron. Sorry. Let's build some of the correct things, shall we? Done, done, done. Okay, we're going to start building another base over here, which will protect us against the enemy forces. I'm a bit concerned about the lack of logistics still, though. We need to get that sorted out. If I build a little bit more down here as well. The enemy can kind of shoot through at the moment because we haven't got this base up. But when it's finished, we should be able to stop this from happening. This right now it's a bit awkward. Yes! Yes, the brawlers are online. So they should start doing some damage in a second. I just need to make sure I get the repair base down. Mr. Keris, I would like to politely recommend that you reconsider your present interest in aggravating Mr. Holtz and his junior associates. You will only further your suffering. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was upsetting him. How unfortunate. Maybe he needs his mummy. You are a deeply malfunctioning human being. I love it. Do you know what? I actually reckon a second howitzer would do pretty good here. So the howitzers actually have a second purpose, by the way. If you're wondering why I'm building them, they're only shooting like a few times a second. They actually have really good armor. So they work great as a anti-enemy screen. They have a lot of armor. They can attack the damage coming in. It's really handy. Unless they get overwhelmed by, say, bombers or something. But that would never happen to us. We should be fine, right? Let's see. Oh, it's a bit annoying, isn't it? I'm not keen on this situation. So the enemy's flank force is now online, and they'll start spewing them out soon. So I'm going to build a backup unit over here just to shoot down enemy torpedoes on the back flank. And we need to start producing a force which will counter this group and try and take it down. Just to keep it at bay, that's the main reasoning here. So I'm going to build up some big-ass bases here, and hopefully this will help us out in the future. I just hope that these guys hold. That's my main thing here. I hope they don't get themselves killed too quickly. Let's need to fit in some more of these logistic bays again. I need so much logistics. It really is a nightmare. I'm being honest here. Let's get some... No, logistics required. Game says no. Maybe some additional units there. Maybe an additional repair turret. And I think this bit's okay. Cool. Ooh, when they start building units, it should be okay. The more beams we have as well, the more they do this, which is just melting enemy units alive, which looks absolutely amazing, I gotta say. Okay, you mostly going to be artillery, but the two at the back are going to be aggressive assault. Have we seen... I saw one spawn, but I got distracted, so we haven't seen it in battle, so I apologize. But we'll see if we can see one of the assault ships appear at some point and do some damage to the enemy. Okay. So we want to also get myself some additional units like so. I think we'll go for some point defense, and we'll also go for some torpedoes, which is pretty handy against these bigger ships. Done. Okay, so we need to get ourselves some expansions going. I'm going to build up over here a second base, and this is going to be a logistics base. So we're going to use this to build up the cohesers so we get more income, and maybe some additional logistic points as well. I also want to start building a base over here so we can provide a bit of frontline support for our allies, and just generally help them out. You know, just have a good time. Done. Okay, cool. That's on its way. The enemy flanking force is doing what I said it was going to be doing. These are very annoying ships, but like I said, the point defense should keep them at bay until they get all the way around, then it's a problem. Which means, in a second, I've got to make sure I build a beam defense down here to stop that very thing from happening. Okay, so is that actually a real asteroid? No, it's not. Sorry, it's a bit confusing sometimes. So if I build that over here, and then we build in some repair turrets, that should protect this area, I think. Done. Okay, so what's next? Money. We're going to get a lot of it. Remember, this goes down in efficiency as we go on, but hopefully we can make an impact here. I need to start doing I need to do a lot of things, basically. The amount of stuff I got to do right now is insurmountable. There is a lot of stuff to do and not a lot of time to do it. I hate these units. No one can really catch them, unfortunately. They're a bit of a pain. Unless I get heated alive. Hopefully some of my allies' bat turrets might take care of them a little bit, but nope. The damn point defense on the ship kills the turrets. I can't believe it. What a giant pain. I wish we had our giant railgun cannons and stuff. That'd be super handy. But we don't. We're limited on what we can use right now, which makes this mission so much harder. Let's see. So I want to build at the back here some vessels. And these will hopefully provide a little bit of support for this ally front line here. So we're going to mix in between point defense and torpedoes. Torpedoes are pretty good range. They can outrange some of the bigger ships that my allies having trouble with. And the point defense, of course, can do point defense. Simple as that, really. Done. Okay, we need more... We need more money. Are we starting to push back their flanking force a little bit? If we can keep them getting around the back, it's fine. We haven't got to worry about this anymore. It's just getting to that point is the problem. Okay, we need 50 income. A lot of income is required to get this to work properly, unfortunately. Once we get a lot of logistics down, we haven't got to build any more because of the degradation of income, so it's not really worth it at some point, but we're not at that point yet. Ooh. Let me just put down... Do you know what we should do? We should build some little baby bases that will spawn units that will hopefully try and hunt down this guy a little bit and swarm them into oblivion. Done. Okay, so I'm already behind schedule, by the way. I've not been playing as well as I do when I'm not recording. So we need... Oh, it's happening. No! This is the reason this is giving me trauma. This is a capital shipyard. I'm not allowed to build these yet, but the AI is. So these will spawn in some carriers. The carriers are stupidly powerful. If you don't kill them quickly and because they produce missiles, they produce ships, they produce fighters, bombers. If they continually build more carriers, they effectively building factories over and over again, and eventually your forces get swarmed and destroyed. This needs to stop right away. Now, what do we do with this? How do we deal with this? I need to build some flanking forces. We need to get some units that will start distracting the carriers and keeping them away from the front line. As it stands, I haven't been looking at the front line much because I've just been focusing on not losing the video. We are killing their base at the moment until this is finished. So my plan is going to be, we're going to build flanking forces, and their sole purpose in the game is going to be to stop the enemy from getting to the front line. That's all they're going to be doing. That is literally the whole shebang there. So we're going to have to build quite a few. The one when I won this mission, when I was trying to learn how to actually beat the death of this game, I had to have 5 different flanking forces to stop the carriers. It's ridiculous, but it's possible. I've done it. It's just a matter of replicating it on recording, which might be pretty hard. Anyway, also I've been neglecting over here, haven't I? We need to get a little bit of protection for my ally base before it gets destroyed. My allies aren't very strong in this mission at all. They're actually kind of worthless. They do provide a lot of fodder though, which is handy, but they don't provide anything else. So if I get a few beam turrets down and like this kind of thing, it should be okay. The question is if I can do that. We'll build 1 back turret for beam support, and then we'll try and build the other stuff forward. I may have left this a bit too long. They've already lost a lot of their stuff here. Last thing I need to do is spend too much on defenses because they're not that great. At least with the ones we have unlocked anyway. Okay, if I just get 1 howitzer down for now, and this will hopefully be okay. This is okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay, the flanking base. My friends, we need to get Birkin right away. I'm already behind. We need to get these units in production. We need to get them over to the enemy base. But weirdly, my issue is energy again. So let's try and fill in all these random gaps I've got with just reactors. I guess I could also store more, but if I just produce like 50 a second, it's fine, right? As far as I know, energy doesn't go down. It doesn't have a reduction in efficiency, so it just keeps going forever. Anyway, this. We need these. So the good news about the big artillery ships we built before is they're very long range, and also they spawn interdictors. So the plan's going to be, I'm going to continue to spam out these guys on massive mass, okay? Huge amounts of mass here. So the plan is they kind of provide their own fleet to protect them with the interceptors, and if anyone gets near them, they just get eviscerated by horrible amounts of just artillery over and over again. And you build more. So the majority of this base is going to be these units, just as mainly a distraction, and if I'm lucky, a way of actually killing the enemy base. Need a few more. Because also, the best thing about this, the long walk I've done around the map actually doesn't really affect these guys too much because they provide the interceptors at any point, right? So when they spawn them in, they just go to the nearest battle. So they kind of just spawn in, for instance, if I go around here, they'll just be spawning in units the entire time across the enemy base. Very, very handy. Okay, so the rest of this base, I want to be putting down nothing because I ran out of logistics. Okay, anything I can't put a 4 slot on, we want to build into logistics at this point. Thank you very much. So, trying to make the most of your space is very important in this game. If I'm doing a good job, though, probably not. Okay, so you guys are going to be point defense. Give my friends a hand, and we'll have some nothing else, actually. I'll leave that as that. Done. So that first flank group's going to be on task now. I need to build more, though. So we're going to build... Oh, come on. You think I need those yards? You think you're winning? Winning? You're just a merc, a child, a computer. You're nothing to me. Okay. Fair enough, buddy. You do you. I'll do me. It's all good, right? Heads up, Junior. Keras has a capital shipyard coming online now. We've got to finish this fast. The game does warn you, to be fair. The game is like, by the way, you're now dying. You're not aware of it yet, but the game is going to end very soon. Unless we can get this victory. So the only thing we've got to do, by the way, to win is to get our forces to this base. It doesn't seem that... You're thinking, wait, you're nearly there already. You're doing it. You're doing a great job. I'm not. I suck. When I get closer, these Tesla cannons are ridiculous. Can we see it fire yet? Not quite yet. Oh, wait, it's back to it. They're basically a giant Tesla cannon, and anything that's nearby just immediately blows up. They pretty much keep their base protected at all times. They're kind of horrifying, really. So let's have a look. So... we need more units, men. So what are my allies currently lacking? Nothing. I think my allies provide the front thing. I just need to provide the artillery at the back. So we're going to be building units to assist a little bit. We're going to be building cartels, which should just assist with just the sheer power of more spam so the enemy point defense gets overwhelmed. That's the main priority there. Okay, next base. This is going to be exactly the same as this one. We need to get this guy on path right away. Unfortunately, I haven't got enough room like last time, but we're trying to fit stuff in here. Still not enough energy. I want to be, basically at the end of the game, I want to be able to build so fast I can just infinitely generate whatever I'm trying to put down. That's the plan. Because I need to build my base up to probably around like this much to actually win this mission. It's ridiculous, okay? I need a lot of units with the stuff I've been provided. Now, I will point out, you're thinking, wait, why are these units so powerful? Well, there's a lot of counters in this game, but we haven't got any of them unlocked because the missions are still going through. So there are perfectly useful counters against enemy carriers. We just haven't got them unlocked. So that's why this mission is so hard. Okay, next one. Also, I will say, when I played a demo of this game, I played it for like literally 40 hours. I spent 35 hours playing this faction in skirmish mode. I didn't spend like, what, 4 or 5 hours playing the laser faction. I'm not as good as them as I am in the other faction. So when we get past this mission, we actually go over to the other faction, and life for me will be so much easier. It would be beautiful, everybody. I'll be able to like go through and build infinite drone ships. I'll be able to build railgun units. It's gonna be glorious. But right now, I can't do that. It's not a thing. Anyway, let's keep playing the game, shall we? Let's build some more base cores. So this unit is done. So this unit's going to be providing an other angle for attacking this. Oh, it's happened. The game timer of doom has begun. The first carrier is online. Now this is a monster. We've already missed its first wave. There you go. This happens every like 10 to 20 seconds. It's still happening right now. This is busted. So this unit alone has one particle lance, a giant laser beam of death, 4,000 meters range. My best unit's 1,750. It has 3 medium rail artillery, 2,800 meter range. It has 3 Guardian flat cannons with AoE damage. It has 20 point defense lasers. It has 2 avalanche missile systems. This is a busted ship, which we need to kill it another busted ship which I can't use. So basically how this goes is the more of these that are completed, the worse things get. It compounds over and over and over again, and eventually you just die. Now the only way to win this mission is if I keep them the hell away from this front line. It's the only way. So my hope is they will go this way and attack me. If I keep them away, we have a chance of winning. So to do this, I need to stack my odds. I need to bring them over in every different angle I possibly can to make sure they're always going away from the battlefield and they're not going towards it. So with that in mind, we need more flanking forces, okay? There's not enough right now. We're too weak. We need more. So I'm going to try and build more flanking forces. Now, the next one is going to be exactly the same setup. We're not going to do this exclusively as the main attack force. These are basically sacrificial lamb forces, okay? This is just to distract this base. That was wrong. Oh, wait. What are you doing? There you go. I'm going to build probably 4 of these, and then we'll build some other flanking forces which are actually designed to kill the enemy, and we'll try and get some go around this area here. So that's you set up, my friend. And we're also going to build another one down the back here. Exactly the same setup as before. Though this one is actually going to be going this way. I should have done this a bit earlier, but I'm going to make it a very, very long flank so the AI doesn't know what's happening. And eventually they're going to come in from this angle here. Sometimes this doesn't... So you may right click on this, right? Just change it. But sometimes it doesn't quite do it. So you just put down loads of rally points. Done. The spider web. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's all according to plan. A plan that has worked, but not while recording. That's a key point there, guys. That's a key point. Okay, this is like the Terminator series, playing on legendary mode. I haven't won this first time. Let's put it that way. Okay, they're working. Can we see the spawns coming out yet? Oh, these are the interceptors here. There you go. Look at these interceptors. They're beautiful. Second carrier online. Compounding is beginning. Now, it looks like the first carrier, though, is stuck on my flank force, which is doing its job right now. And we're actually killing their base. For now. That won't last long. Okay. Oh, let's do this. We need units for days. I can't believe it, game. I cannot believe it. Let's make a little energy production building. And I can also use for logistics as well. There's a reason why, by the way, because we have a lot of lacking units. I didn't think there's much point using this guy because the carrier counters him directly. All his units are like heat damage, and his actual bombers do heat damage as well. That's why I've gone for this method instead. These at least provide units on spams, so they kind of distract the enemy. No, okay, so we've already had our first death handle here. The first carrier has reached the front line, which is now going to be protected. All of this is going to be protected by him. There's a chance we still might be able to push him forward, but the chance is low. We need to get more units. We need to keep additional units away from the front line. If you get like 3, it's normally game over at that point. You've got to be very careful. Let's build some of those like that. Let's get some yards. Point defense. And then the rest of you can be... I guess I can just... Do you know what? Let's just build the... Why am I not... I need to pause on doing this. Let's build reactors. And then let's build some base cores. And I think finally we're going to build some storage. Just so I have a bit more of a buffer, so I've got to continually build over and over again. Okay, so the right hand... should done this the other way around. But it's okay. I mean, like, this conga line is going to happen forever, right? So it doesn't technically matter that much. I'll look at these spawn units going in. I love it. Okay, next one. We need more. After this, we're going to focus on units that will actually kill the enemy base, or at least assist our allies in doing so. So I think this is more important than anything else we could possibly be doing right now. It's very, very important. Oh, we're getting very close. We're actually hitting the enemy Tesla turret. So there's a chance we might get this done. Unless these get too close. There's now 3 carriers. The flanking force is not here yet, but it will start affecting the enemy shipyard soon. And the other flanking force is now on the way as well. anymore. Okay, so that's that done. Same setup as before. Pretty much. Oh, I could put some extra ones at the top there. Ooh, very nice. And done. Cool. Okay. Happy days. Now, I might just build some random spam units just to assist the main front line. Oh, no, it's not actually going to... It will provide some kind of... No, it won't do anything. They're going to be useless. That's a waste of money. Okay, we're going to build over this way, and we need to assist this main front line here. Now, I'll do one more flanking base, I think, which should be the flanking base hitting this guy. And after that, we want to just focus on probably lopping down on this side and hitting from this angle away from the carriers to knock down the enemy HQ base. Or we can push through the middle. The problem is this will be being pushed back now. We've lost this part of the map because they've got too many carriers. Well, I think I got one. Might be okay. Also, I want to point out this unit here is also a carrier, and it also spawns in artillery units and spawns in units every 5 seconds. Their faction is amazing. I can't overstate that more. I love it so much. Unfortunately, I had to fight it, which is the saddest part about this entire thing. Okay, so let's get over here. Oh, I can use this as like a little mini base to assist the middle bit, right? So I think we mostly just need more... I'm going to do... Let's help our units push forward. We're going to build large amounts of mediums, and they're going to be split between torpedoes to kill the enemy big ships, and point defense to kill the enemy small ships. And then we build the flanking force. I think this might help us out right now, because we are getting quite close to the enemy base, and if we do push through and win, we've won. Which is a very stupid statement to make, but it is correct. You can't say I'm wrong. I'm 100% correct there. Okay, Alcanor. Partel. Okay. Flank base. Are you close enough to build the flank base on? It's very particular with... That should be okay, I think. So, you're going to be in the new flank base, my friend. Your prerogative is to go around here and attack from this angle. If you can. I could maybe do with a little bit more logistics. I've got 14.3. I can get like 17 with like another little base somewhere. We might see if we can fit in units elsewhere, but we'll give it a shot. Now, this is going to be a balanced base. So I'm going to make this one a bit more universal in terms of the ship build types. So I'm going to have these four be the artillery cruiser. We'll have the back two be the armor cruiser, try and push through the enemy lines. Because in theory, we won't be fighting carriers. So it shouldn't be as bad as the other bases. More. You can see we're being pushed back now. This is mostly due to the presence of this spammer here. Great news, though. We've actually got through and started hitting their base. I've never seen this happen before. But it's only going to be until they get more carriers. Which is another one's being built right now. Oh, they're going to win. I have a feeling they're going to win. I think I've run out of time. I've been too slow. But we're going to try and push through and keep this going, okay? Okay, so get rid of that. So, point defense, torpedoes, and regular. And we're also putting a bunch of regular spam units as well. So that's that then. This is our maybe our final flank base produced. Now, from this point onwards, I'm going to probably exclusively try and produce units for this main battle here. So I'm going to build in some additional bases. And I'm going to just try and push it through. Actually, I'll probably better if I do it from the back. Yeah, do it from the back. I don't think... Turrets are very useful if they're good turrets. We haven't got them. So, good. 2 carriers are in the middle of nowhere. 2 carriers are stuck at the shipyard. 1 carrier's on the front line. That's still good odds. That is still good odds. I should also build some more units to push through my line as well. What I might... I did say I was going to do more flanking forces, but I might have to do one additional one to kind of like go in from this angle. Maybe just keep them away from the middle of the base. Okay, you done yet? You are done. What do we need? So I would say what we need here is actually artillery. Because the enemy is static in their defense lines, and we can't reach them. So if we provide a lot of the large range heat artillery, we can actually knock down those big ships that aren't moving. And I'm also going to provide loads of torpedoes to distract the enemy fighter forces. I'll also do, I think, like one row of point defense as well. I'm going to leave 2 of these on armor mode so they can actually try and like push the front line forward a little bit when they get spawned in. It does work quite well. So I'm going to have you guys as that, and the rest of you, I just want to spam copious amounts of, I keep misplacing this base, I'm sorry, torpedoes to break through these big units at the back here. And some, I guess some spam units won't hurt, right? We'll put these guys in as well. Done. Okay, so that hopefully give us a bit more push on this direction. We've also now got the flanking force over here. And we have a lot of, we've got now locked in 3 carriers over this way, and we locked out the carriers down here. Some of my forces somehow got through and are pushing towards the enemy main base as well. This is good. This is what I meant. Because we've locked this down, we have a chance here. We're getting so close. We're actually about to break this turret again. It's getting so, we're so close to victory. We're just a little bit closer. We've actually won this. So close. I can't believe it. I'm going to do it. Oh, my God. I can't wait. I'll tell you how long I've been doing it after we win, okay? Because it's been a long experience, okay? Oh, my God. The Tesla's down. Now Tesla's down, we can move forward without the AoE attacks. That carrier is still going to cause a problem over there. I need to draw this guy away. This guy is causing me problems. So we're going to make this into a... Just need to bring them away. They just need to get the hell away from my frontline units here. Problem is I can never stop building. I do feel bad about, like... Because the battles are so cool. But if I ever stop building, I lose. Wait, oh no, do you know what? We've done it. We've done it. I can watch the end of the battle. Look at this. Oh my God. This is not... I have an obsession with this game. I'm sorry. They haven't paid me or anything. They gave me a key. But this is like the coolest game I've seen in ages. Like, look at the sheer scale of this. It's glorious. I actually... Is there like a hide thing button or something? Because this is just amazing. Look at it. It's beautiful. Okay, I'll calm down. I'm sorry, but this is a really cool game. Once we... The fleet command's going down. Fleet command's going down. Come on. This is when I realize I'm not recording. Oh, it's happening. We're doing it. If I lost because I stopped building for a second, I'm going to be so upset. Wait a minute. Give me a second. Yes, I did pause just to build to keep things going, but I'm pretty sure we got this in the bag. Especially when the heat gets there, because if we start... It's happening. It's happening. Glory. Yes! Ah! There will be consequences. A capable performance for RTS. This was fun. It was, Sphinx. Though, unfortunately, I've taken years off my life at this point, because this took me... This was completed on the... I think it was the 5th recording attempt. But only the 2nd attempt since I actually won it by myself. After yesterday, I was playing it constantly. I was like, do you know what? I need to figure out how to win this mission first. And then I will try and record it. Because I was like, how do we get this done? The saddest thing is, the first 2 times I played recording without knowing how to win, I nearly won. But it just wasn't quite far enough. I had like 2 flanking forces. I needed 4. Who, of course, you need quad flanking, guys. Double flanking is not enough. Regardless. Ha! Let's leave Keras to sit in his escape pod and stew his failures. Let's go, Fredex. Victory has been achieved. Excellent work. Mission completed. Oh, I'm so happy, everybody. Now, I'm not sure how long the episode is going to be, but I don't. If I do like more than one episode of, if I do more than one mission in an episode, it's going to be really weird. Cause it'll be like an hour and a half long each time. So they're going to be slightly short episodes. But I love this game. I'm not going to say it's great. I love it. I can't wait to do more of the campaign missions. I have actually finished the entire first campaign in the demo many years ago. I actually finished the whole first campaign, the 7 missions in the demo. But they've changed things in trauma mode. That's why it's a bit different for me. But hopefully I can do the first campaign and maybe do the second campaign. I'll see how things go. But yeah, until then, everybody, thank you for watching the video. As always, please like, subscribe, comment below, and I will see you next time. Bye.